Hi, so this is another video about accommodative spasm, and this is about some techniques I've been trying out, which I talked about in my last couple of videos, and about how they've worked for me. So first I've been trying out the flipper technique, which Dr. Sat Gunham has talked about in her video about accommodative spasm. Now I've modified this to, for my own needs really. So instead of using a flipper, I'm just using my ordinary glasses because things are often blurry through them anyway. So these are plus 4.5, these are a plus 2. So if I'm reading anything, I'll read for a little bit, then I'll put these glasses over, they'll be fogged out, and then, give it a decent few seconds, take it away again, read for a little bit more, put them back again, read for a little bit more, and carry on like that. So it kind of breaks the cycle of the accommodative spasm, and also it teaches the eye appropriate pressure and release. So it's kind of reducing the tendency to overreact to stimulus. So hopefully these techniques will teach my eyes to react normally to stimulus, or teach the one eye to react normally. The other thing I've been doing for general viewing is I put my hand over one eye, leave it there a few seconds, take it away, and if generally what I tend to do with this more is as and when there's a need, but as soon as I feel maybe a little bit of a twitch is going to come on, I put my hand over. I don't wait and try and work through it. No, the hand goes over straight away, sits there for a bit or until I'm comfortable, then it comes away again. And the other thing I'm doing is I'm working a bit with miosis. A miosis is part of the near triad. So the near triad is convergence, that's putting your eyes together to a point. Focus, obviously that's seeing something close up. And miosis is when you constrict the pupil to filter out unnecessary light. So I'm just working on narrowing my eyes just a little bit when I'm just generally looking at things. So, general viewing if I'm sitting on the bus or whatever. So all in all, these seem to actually be working quite well for me. I'm finding that, say on the bus home or on the bus to work, that my eye is actually quite naturally looking at the view, holding it. So, and I find that as long as every now and then I cover, if it seems to start getting a bit twitchy and release, then I hold a view actually quite well for the entire journey. So I'm really pleased with that. So the rest of it. what I'm also finding is, since doing this, my face, my jaw, my whole side down here is a lot more relaxed, and like, this really is a first. So that is really quite hopeful. So whereas I used to be, you know, automatically gurning and like trying to, you know, push the eye into the right position, which is quite common with strabismus, you know, you end up trying to physically use the rest of your face to get the eye to move where it should be, or focus where it should be focusing. I'm not doing any of that at all. My eye is just naturally starting to move as it should be moving, and I'm using the muscles bilaterally properly. So that is a really nice sign. Now at the moment this is working very well. I'm a lot more comfortable generally, but this is working best for general viewing. So when I got quite a big, you know, a long distance to look at. So, but that is one place where it really works. It seems to work consistently. So that gives me hope that, you know, I can build on that and work with it and eventually get, you know, greater stability in other areas as well. So what have I got here? Yeah. The interesting... Oh yeah. Although I'm more happy with viewing distance in a stable and comfortable manner, the funny thing is, when it comes to reading street signs or car number plates, no, that is not working at all. That seems to set off the spasm or the jerk. Okay, so that's not working at the minute. That's no big deal. That can come later. The other thing that seems to have happened is when I'm just sort of generally walking around or whatever, once or twice when I've come to look at something in my hand, it's just gone completely foggy. So, you know, I see relatively well at distance. So, you know, I'm seeing really good details on everything. And then I'll look at something here and it'll be foggy. It'll be blurry. So that's interesting. I mean, it could be that I need a bigger plus than I've got. I don't know. At the minute, I'm sticking with these because this is comfortable, this is working for me. If it gets a bit uncomfortable, then that is a sign, yeah, I should get a bigger plus. But at the moment, this is okay. So that's how my week has gone. This is really quite interesting. I'm hoping it continues because, I mean, what I found with this whole strabismus thing and techniques is that some of the things work some of the time. But having said that, I had only factored in convergence and focus before now. I hadn't factored in miosis. So now I've kind of brought the third part of the triad in. So I think maybe I've got more of a whole, you know, more of a whole picture to work with. So yeah, that is my update. We'll see how it continues to go, and you know, hopefully I'll have a nice update in a few days' time.